Quad 66.
And Captain Ryder here.
I'm doing an update video, yet another video on these FPVcycle motors. Goodness. But so the point of this is, so what we're going to be doing is we're flying these a lot, and so we're going to do a long-term comparison of looking at these FPVcycle motors versus the Flywoo Robo motors. And those are both 1202.5, 11,500 kV motors. And I've been flying a lot back and forth, and I'm always just surprised. It's like this motor, the FPVcycle motor, is just so much more mellow, and the Flywoo motor is just so much more responsive on the right stick with like the pitch and roll and stuff. And then Ryder, you've been flying, so I changed up. This used to be a 65mm build. Now I got you on the 3-inch props, and so you've got your hyperlights, and so those motors are full like gram lighter than the 1202.5s because they're 1103s, and they're 12,600 kV. And how's this one flying for you, Ryder?
Really good.
Really good? Yeah. You felt like, I think your initial reaction was more power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's flying well for you, smooth, and all the rest of it. But anyways, the point of this video, though, is I said a bunch of things about this FPVcycle motor, and I thought they were true, but then the nice thing about the internet is, like, the quickest way to find out the truth or the answer to a question is don't ask the question, but say something wrong and somebody will correct you. And so sure enough, on RC groups, Brainstorm said, hey, I think you got some of those details wrong about that FPVcycle motor. I said, really? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And those things are two things. One, when you look at these, to me, that looked like there was this thick ring, like this thick metal ring around the magnets. And I thought that was a good explanation why these motors were holding up pretty well. I thought that was the durability. And then the other part was, with these motors being so mellow, I thought it was maybe like a torque issue, and maybe it was because these magnets that they use are so thin. But Brainstorm pointed out is that this metal ring that I thought here was like a ring going all the way around the magnets is actually just a clip to retain the magnets. And the magnets are not as thin as you would actually think. So I pulled out the motor apart, and Ryder, you can try and demonstrate. Just grab the edge of that. Yeah, so you can see how it kind of grabs that lip right there, and how he can get the pointer a little bit deeper in, and that shows kind of the depth of those magnets. So these magnets are actually probably just as thick as these Flywoos. So that's not really the explanation for it. That doesn't mean that they're the same magnets. Then also in terms of the durability of these, I guess it's just coming from this one piece sort of aluminum shell, and maybe these aren't going to be. So one of the things I was concerned about is, like, are these Flywoo just going to be way less durable, because I thought they had just much less of a metal ring. But I'm kind of making me a little bit, it's making me a little bit more optimistic that these might not be as, maybe the durability is going to be just as good. But anyways, that was just a quick update. I thought I had to put this out there to correct some things that I just wasn't aware of. And that's it for this video. Just real short, quick one. A little correction of some things that I did not realize, and now I know. But
till next time, cheers.
Cheers.